Now, I don't care if I'm late, and I don't care if I stop being consistent and haven't posted. We got to talk about the Luka Doncic trade and how his fat, out-of-shape ass has been doing in the last 2 games. Averaging 15 points in the last 2 games, and my whole thing is, I already knew the trade wasn't going to work, but I'm like, damn, it's going to be this bad? Listen, the real reason that the trade ain't going to work, people saying like, oh, I don't know if Luka can play with LeBron. Then you got the other people saying, oh, no, man, people who saying that just don't know about basketball. 2 great passers, they can play together. First of all, no, it's ego, and then it's stat padding. It don't have nothing to do with skill. It was never about skill. It's about these dudes' play styles. They don't play a winning form of basketball. They play fake triple-double, stat pad to act like you're good type of basketball. This is LeBron, this is Jokic, this is James Harden, and this is Russell Westbrook. So they give y'all the illusion that they're playing good just because they hold on to the ball, dribble it forever, then kick it out to somebody for a 3. If he hits, he hits. That's an assist. If he don't, he missed. Fine. You didn't get a missed shot for it. And if you dribble around so much, sooner or later the defense might fall asleep. Boom, you get a basket. Keep it going. Linger around in the paint. Grab a rebound. You're 6'8". Well, not Luka, he's not athletic. Hang around, grab a rebound, and when you grab the rebound, you already securing yourself that precious ball that you need. So then again, when you pushing it up on a break, just wait. If the coast is clear, fast break, boom, pass that. You get the assist. Don't just play freely. Don't just go out there and just hit people right away and keep the ball flowing. Like Steph, a person who plays winning basketball, which is why he's been dominating in the LeBron era. So anyway, Luka is fat. I didn't know. Like, what I'm saying is, regardless of, okay, he's coming off a calf injury, he hasn't played since Christmas, but I'm like, did y'all see him? Like, I've been joking, I've been trolling around in Facebook groups and things like that, talking about Luka. I made this funny picture of Max Christie, then I photoshopped it with him dunking on Luka, and then because Max Christie had 17 points last game and Luka only had 15, I believe. So in essence, Max Christie has been outplaying Luka, not AD outplaying Luka. We're talking about Max Christie has literally been outplaying Luka since this trade happened. And then again, I was working on this one rant video, which I want to get some of these points out now. When the trade first happened, and everybody kept talking about how shocked they was, and this is the most shocking trade in NBA history or in the modern era, and everybody's talking like 9/11 happened. They're explaining what they was doing. Like, I remember, I was in a restaurant, right, and my phone rings. I thought, like, why is everybody breaking down where they was at in the situation where they heard about a fucking trade? You trade a unathletic, out of shape European guy, and this is like some moment of life, and then look how he's playing. Why are you? And then shocking. So you're shocked. You already said AD is a top 10 player, and Luka is a top 10 player. How is it so shocking to trade to equal value these days? Like, it makes no fucking sense. And then the last thing is, how is it shocking to trade James Harden? That's what I want to know. You wasn't shocked none of these times when James Harden was in his prime, when he was on the Rockets. It's the same exact game as Luka. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Step back 3. To the left, mind you. To the left now, y'all. Mind you. Every single time. But it's water. It's chicken. I give them both that. No defense. No championship wins. Out of shape. Who am I describing? Exactly. Luka and James Harden is the same person. So if you wasn't fucking super surprised on any time James Harden shifted teams, why the fuck would you be so super duper surprised when Luka gets traded and switches to a team for the same reasons? For just not being in shape, not taking the off season seriously, partying and doing what you want to do, and trying to snap back into the shape during the season. So people talking about threatening the Mavs owner and all that stuff, and people talk about, oh, well, AD got injured. Listen, AD played more games this season than Luka, and y'all can't pretend and act like y'all are certain that Luka's going to finish this season out. Like I said, you got to really look at him, though. Like, it looks crazy. Like, we know he already had that type of body, but I'm talking about, like, yo, he looks like, and again, at 25, looking like that, like, yo, but again, right, Luka, okay, so AD got injured and blah, 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 right? Luka played 23, 24 games this season his damn self. Do you remember last year, his knees was bleeding? Both of his knees bleeding, they're wrapped up, and there's blood dots coming from both sides, and it's still dripping. He got the best trainers, the best medical staff, all that, and they can't stop a 24 back then, 25-year-old now. They can't stop a 24, 25-year-old knees from bleeding through his pads. For the last 2 seasons, then he comes this season and has a calf injury. Still lower body, lower leg. Then heavy set. So again, yeah, how you doing? Hi, mommy. It's Valentine's Day, by the way. But anyway, lost my train of thought. Find Nubian princess. Why y'all talking about health? Bloody knees. When it's Luka, you try to make it stupid. I just imagine you see somebody and you really obsessing. If you didn't think, oh, he's so great because he gets stats. But I'm just saying, if you was just evaluating any basketball player, and he was like, yeah, you know, he got this thing where blood gushes from both of his knees. Like, what would you really do? Would you be presenting like would you be willing to like commit long term to that type of player if he wasn't a stat pattern? Like, come on. So again, I'm just saying, be real about Luka's health, and don't say, oh, AD, he pulled a groin and left out. He probably didn't feel like playing, and he probably, you know, like he said, he never had anything structural. Never had like bone breaks and shit like that. So yeah, man. AD is the better player. AD is the better defensive player by far. AD is the player in the best shape. And y'all might not agree with this. AD is the player most likely to play the most games. The Mavericks are the team, when AD comes back, that's more well put together because they have a solid point guard, a solid center, a solid shooting guard, another, power forward, and they have a well put together team. The Lakers currently have a 40-year-old 6'8" guy and a 25-year-old 6'8" guy, and both of them are 6'8" point forwards, and neither one of them play defense. Matter of fact, wait a minute, nobody on the Lakers plays defense. You got a couple guys, Dorian Finney and Vanderbilt. Yeah, okay, they're going to get minutes. With LeBron and Luka hogging this, they're going to get defensive minutes. Okay, from how? Who's going to sit out? And oh yeah, and again, back to the ego thing. Reason why LeBron and Luka can't work is because they got to pad their stats. Do y'all know that it's certain criteria that you got to meet to even make All NBA? Yeah, Luka can't make it now because he missed the majority part of the season, but you got to think, they got like certain things, like for you to even qualify for the Supermax, big contracts and things like